Okay, so I'm not doing audio checks for this video because genuinely I do not care. So, uh, Drewski, man, as a fat redneck, I gotta say what Drewski did is honorable. I mean, I might not be the epitome of a fat redneck, but you know what? What that motherfucker did? He did whiteface, bruh. Nobody's ever heard of whiteface. I don't think anybody's ever practiced whiteface before. And this motherfucker went to NASCAR to do it. Like, and apparently, from what I've heard, I already almost said the word. This motherfucker almost already had controversy, and he still went to NASCAR, white-faced it, and then Bubba Wallace had the balls to complain about it when he races in a sport that was founded by fat rednecks running moonshine from officers. I mean, seriously, this is just gonna be a TED Talk on how pussy Bubba Wallace is. Wait, hold on. I just want to confirm. Where is it? Bubba Wallace. I'm pretty sure it was Bubba Wallace. Yeah, it was Bubba Wallace. Okay, good. I can continue with this video and I'll have to restart it. I don't fact check my shit, but I just gotta respect it, man. Going to NASCAR, turning a Michael Jackson move is fucking insane. So apparently Bubba Wallace had the major issue that it was controversial to the racial line and whatnot, and that, oh, this and that, just being a pussy, dude. I mean, seriously. I mean, what does it matter? Dude has balls of steel to have already going on controversy, and then to go out, get professional makeup artists and wig people, get himself a wig, get himself fake sunburns and overalls, like full titties out, go to a NASCAR race, and celebrate. Like, craziest shit ever that I think any comedian has really done. Well, except for the Machine, being with the Rush Mafia. But that's a whole different thing. This is Bubba Wallace right now in Drewski. So, honestly, I've never really watched Drewski. I've seen clips of him for sure on the internet, but I've never actually watched him. Um, or NASCAR. I'm not a NASCAR guy. At this point, NASCAR's just gotten to one of them standstill points in like most racing where it's pretty much predictable who's going to win depending on what race it is. If it's a circuit race, we already know one of the Red Bull cars are going to win because that motherfucker came from an Australian racing series. If it's one of the, proper oval tracks like NASCAR is supposed to be, it's going to be one of the top. Oh my god, I'm not good at this super. Sorry about that. It's gonna be one of the top players, right? One of the top teams. So, I mean, I know I can't be talking with NASCAR, how pretty much you can predict if it's gonna be well, not even Max Verstappen at this point. Dude does not care no more. He joined it just to see how it is, and he's like, oh, cool. Okay, so anyways, 24-hour racing, anybody? Anybody? I feel like F1 was a passion project for Max Verstappen, but at this point in F1, you can also tell who it's going to be. Either Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, or shit. The third place is always some motherfucking wild card. Shit, we had a stake car win. Like, right? It was stake. Um, man, I haven't, I have a short memory, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a fucking retard to the highest. So forgive me if I get a lot of my names wrong, but seriously, like, the third place is a wild card in F1. So you at least have that going for you. But I mean, it's just most motorsports are just, once somebody that joins is phenomenal, you're gonna know who's gonna win every time. Now with 24-hour racing, that's a bit different, but honestly, I'm not gonna get into an entire different racing series. I mean, I'm already into F1 and kind of into NASCAR. I'm a lot more into, like, local oval racing and whatnot, like mini stocks and whatnot, but I still keep up with F1 and a part of F1 pages to let me know what's going on, and NASCAR pages, which is the whole reason that I learned about Drewski doing the whiteface. And genuinely, I don't have an issue with it. I don't get why most people are having a fucking issue with it. What's the issue with it? Dude went out there, he dressed up as a fat redneck in fat redneck sport, and he had a great fucking time. I mean, maybe there would be an issue if he didn't pledge to the anthem, but he still did it because he was trying to put on the part that he was an American. So, like, what's the big fucking deal out of it? What's the whole whoop-de-doo about it? What, black people can't be racist to white people? Only white people can be racist to black people? That seems a bit racist, not gonna lie. Like, I know, like, racism is a sensitive topic, God forbid. Everybody should be treated equally. But this motherfucker ain't being treated equally right now with him doing whiteface. He ain't getting treated nothing. I mean, a lot of people do find it as a joke, though. And it genuinely was. Dude's a comedian. Dude's funny. He's just trying to be funny. And I get that. And I like that. I like funny people. I like people with an eased off sense of humor. Somebody that you can be funny with, I should say, on the internet. And they be funny with you too. So, I don't know, just a short topic I wanted to talk about because it's such an insane one. Again, like, there's people that'll just go, throw some charcoal on their face, call it blackface. But no, this motherfucker really spent probably thousands of dollars to give himself a fake sunburn and fake American tattoos just to play a role at one NASCAR race, and nobody knew. Now, I will say, after looking at photos of Drewski not doing whiteface and being an average black guy, and then also looking at him as, you know, whatever he went by at NASCAR, because he probably went by something like Billy or Joe or something. Very typical names for a Southern man. But he probably wouldn't want to as one of those, which would make it even better. But no, if you really look closely, you can tell this motherfucker was black because you could see his lips. Like, under that mustache he was trying to put on, you can see them bright red cherry lips that motherfucker has. And then you look at a photo of him, goddamn, they are noticeable. But seriously though, Bubba Wallace, come on. You're gonna be that much of a bitch about it, then get out of the sport and go race something else. What are we in? Oh my god, this term, dude. I fucking hate Supras. This is the exact reason. Like, these bitches just don't handle well. Like, sure, it handles better than some of my other cars, but it just can't take shit at high speeds, or it can't do it. Definitely changing the car. Oh no, this guy doesn't like Supras, boo-hoo. But, I don't know. I might get into NASCAR more if, there's motherfuckers going out there and doing shit like this. After all, that would not slide in F1, dude. You go out in F1 and you even attempt to do that? Oh, God. F1 is so, may I have a cup of tea, my good sir? Like, F1's just, all rules, which which NASCAR also is, but, I mean, everybody's just kinda like, okay, man, it's NASCAR, people are gonna cuss. In F1, dude, your ass gets hit with a heavy fine for it. I don't think they do that in NASCAR, though. Break, break, thank you. I swapped this out with an actual Toyota engine. This is, I think the 2J. No, it's not a 1000 horsepower. Oh my god, bro, that's 2JZ. No, it's the 800 horsepower 2J because you can't get 1000 horsepower 2Js in this game. Which is why I swapped my Mark IV Supra with a V12. So I can make 1000 horsepower and shit on all the other Mark IV Supras. But while I can't really say this car isn't unbalanced, I mean, it definitely is after I made those modifications. And any car with a shitload of rear balance should be, I mean, rear downforce. It should be pretty fucking balanced and not slidey and whatnot, but I don't know. There's just that Toyota-ness to it. There's too much Toyota to it. Sorry. Too much German to it. I don't like the fact that there's so much German in the car. It just feels weird. Because this handles exactly like how my BMWs handle. And my BMWs are downforce goblins, like, not in a good way, no, like, they need a dummy amount of downforce to get anywhere at a decent speed. So, like, again, it's okay-ish once you put a stupid amount of downforce on it, but it's just really funky, average Mark V issues. And also, let's talk about the fact that all the media saying that the fucking GR Supra is getting a V8. No, it's not. You want to know what is getting a V8? A track-only homologation. That's going to be sold as quote-unquote production. Although, you want to know what I count as production? 1,000 or more vehicles. That's what I count as production. Right? Not a limited amount, like what, 225 for the AMG 1 or this or that. No. A production line of vehicles that runs for an extended period of time and makes an extended number of vehicles. You want to know what is considered a production car? Oh, I don't know. The Corvette ZR1 or the ZR1X or all the Corvette models? You want to know why that one's such easy to like say as a production line car? Because they take a car off the production line, they send it to a different production line, and then that production line modifies the vehicle. And which then you could just keep feeding off base model C8 to these other production lines so that those other production lines can turn them into their production models. So then you get a actual production car because as long as that base model is running and people and the demand is up for that other model of C8, you're gonna have a production. Unlike again AMG 1, it was limited run from the start and it was end of the run. Boom, you had 225 cars for the entire world. That was it. And that's not production. That is called a specialty production line of vehicles, in my opinion, because it's not a semi-permanent production line. It is there temporarily to make these special vehicles just to brag that your company is better around the Nürburgring in the production car line section. Although, newsflash, it's not. And also, newsflash, this car handles like a piece of dog shit. So I'm not going to be driving the big titty mommy girl car. I am sorry, I am not. But no. But no, I will. But no, the Supra is not getting a V8. Yes, when I read the article too, I was like, oh my god, they're finally putting a V8 in the Supra like they should have. But then I read that it was a road car only version, a track car only. And which, again, in my opinion, that's not putting a V8 in the Supra. That's just building race cars with V8 in them, like so many other companies have done. I mean, Nissan didn't go out, throw a V8 in their GR2 car and say, "Hey, y'all, we're selling production cars with V8s in them." Like that's kind of how I feel is the same thing. Only people have been wanting a V8 in the Supra. They finally get a V8 in the Supra, and all of a sudden it's big shit, and they change up the story. I also feel like you can make a connection between Toyota right now and Chrysler. Ooh, big take. I know all these Toyota fanboys are going to be pissing their boots. Oh no. I said the forbidden words. Comparing a Japanese company to an American company? Oh god. But no. Chrysler, they tried to listen to the media. They said, oh, y'all want combustion engines in our new electric vehicle? Okay, sure. Completely ignoring the fact people wanted V8 Hemis instead of a fucking inline six-cylinder in their Hemi. And hence we got this um, six-pack Challenger or Charger. I forget which one they gayified. And that's kind of what Toyota's doing. Everybody wanted a V8 Supra. Oh, okay, we'll give you V8 Supra, but we'll put it in a track car only because we're lazy pieces of shit. And we want to be cheap about this. Now, while inline sixes are good, don't get me wrong, it's not what the market wants at this point. People are tired of the inline six. The 2J was good, but people wanted something else after the 2J. If people wanted a 2J Supra, they would just swap a 2J Supra. Easy shebang. But if you made that car V8 from the stock, then there would be known ways to make it 2J easier instead of just making it inline. Because now it's harder to put a V8 in a body that was made for an inline 6 car. And then the Nissan GTR finally ending their run after 18 years. Thank the Lord. I mean, I just really don't like JDM's compact sport cars at this point because they're all outdated. I mean, the GTR is pretty much a family SUV with an abused V6 that has gone on for way too long. Toyota makes a Supra which barely puts out any power and they needed help by their good old friend Germans. And Honda just nobody talks about the Acura because nobody can buy an Acura because they're so fucking expensive. And there's no point in buying an Acura because it's just a V6 mid-engine car that is a lot slower than a lot cheaper mid-engine V6 cars that could set way better times and be way faster. At this point, the only reason you would buy a new Acura is if you wanted it for the nostalgia or some shit like that, I don't know. Or if you just wanted a car collection. That's about it. Or it's just the fact that Honda needed a car to race in the competitions, so they just said, "Oh, we're keeping the Acura name," and then wait, no, they're keeping the Acura in effect. They're keeping the Acura name and just building these new kind of compact. They're a lot more compact than the other cars, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. But yeah, Japan's just kind of let me down at this point with their sports cars. Only Japanese manufacturers that are kind of impressing me at this point is Lexus of all things. Wait, performance point no limit. Oh my god. Oh wait, it's this race. Okay. But no, Lexus is surprising me. Bringing about the new LFR, doing all this with the LFR, building a sports car, let alone having the balls to build a sports car after the LFA completely flopped when it released. Now, of course, the LFA has gotten way much more love nowadays when people realize, oh shit, this is actually a really good, cool car. But back when that shit released, oh god, the media hated the LFA. And I see why. It was outdated. It wasn't up to modern standards. It took too long to develop. But when they finally got the car and realized, oh shit, this is actually pretty good, people loved the car. People wanted the car. Now it's a super rare, hard to find car. Because, oh my, dude, I fucking hate I hate this series, dude. I mean, these trucks in the world are terrible. Like, look at that. Hoonigan style. Fastest way to take the corners, baby. Probably not, but it worked for me. But no, I mean, again, Lexus, only thing that's impressing me right now. All the other big brands, nah. And you know, while we're on the topic of brands and their sports cars, the CXR. I mean, I have to at least be impressed that there was a real life, like, actually their model of it at their, like, at Corvette's show or whatever it was. But oh my fucking god, dude. Again, I hate this series. I hate this. But, like, I'm tired of concept cars. I get what concept cars' purpose are, to be concepts and show off, like, what a car is gonna be or can be. But I feel like a company never delivers on their concept. Like, we haven't even got the C8 ZR1 or the ZR1X, mind you. We got the fucking CXR before those in Gran Turismo. I much more prefer to drive around a car that exists, is proven, and is a real thing, than drive around a fucking concept car. Because driving around the real thing is a lot more fun than driving around something that they just came up with out of their asshole and said, this has 2,000 horsepower and is a fast car, you should buy it. Like, no. If this was a real driving simulator, you would give us real cars, Gran Turismo. Just these talks always turn into ramblings on about how fucking bad Gran Turismo 7 is. I'm sorry. I know this stream and whatnot says the white face is crazy, but I just always have to voice my opinion on how shit this game is. Like, seriously. After getting a sneak peek on Gran Turismo 6 and 5 before my PS3 took a shit, this game really just lacks. I don't like games that are just graphics over quality or something, or graphics over gameplay and whatnot. Like, if this shit was in PS1 graphics, but had the same physics, well, maybe the physics could be changed, but like, had the same physics as the PS1 game and all that shit, I would like it a lot more, because there would be more cars. And really, who's playing the game for its uber realisticness? If you're driving a racing game, you're gonna want it to be realistic, because when you get on that track, shit's gonna be a lot more different than it was in the video game, and you're gonna find that real hard. Yeah. Oh my fucking god, dude. Can I reset, please? Okay. That's not where I'm supposed to be, but now I see why that guy is hiding behind a barrel. I'm gonna... I can't click it, I'm recording. Shit. Hey, YouTube. Do me a favor. Clip this for me. Oh, we have to wait. Oh yeah, look at my sick drifting. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Cowabunga it is. I think it's the best about it is you don't even see the car for it. Like, you just see into the barrel. Can we get a different camera angle? Camera? I mean, kinda. I don't know. The game probably doesn't expect you to fucking nosedive into the barrel. Win though. I'll take the win. Won the game fair and I won it fair and square. Fair and square enough, I guess. And the new Renault wagon carrier thing. Why? Why? I mean, it's funny, but why? Oh wow, so glad to get an ECU. This is what I wanted. Oh, for the Vantage S, you know, a car already has and built. Thank you, Gran Turismo. This is another thing I hate. The game just gives you things that you already have built. Like, motherfucker, I'm not gonna build another one. Yep, give me this shit fucking VGT. God forbid you gave me something I actually want. Oh, it's not even the race model. Fuck off. Look at this. 443 horsepower and only 1,984 pounds, dude. VGTs are fucking dog shit. How many times do I have to say this? Oh my god, my headset almost fell off. But how many times do I have to say this? VGTs are worth nothing. They will never be worth anything, and they suck ass to drive. Maybe because, oh, I don't know, they're a concept car. Concept cars are just concept cars. They aren't proven vehicles. Look at that. I made half the money that that thing's worth, or buying price. And look at that. I have $500,000 more to spend on something that is actually useful or worth the money. Like, I could go out and spend my money on a 200 GT or 2000 GT from Toyota. Stupid ass financial purchase, but I could if I wanted to. Actually, isn't that a menu book item? I could buy one of those for. I could buy that car for an engine. Yeah, but it's for an engine ticket, and honestly, engine tickets are usually just pointless, so, yeah. A lot of these are just for engines. And engine tickets are worth pretty much nothing. I mean, every now and again you'll get like a 7.7. Actually, I've never got a 787B engine from one of them. So really, all you'll get is just like these engines. And yeah, sure, there's swaps for these engines, but they aren't really. I already have most of them swapped with those engines, so you know, big point in it. Just gonna say. Like, if I wanted to, I can buy that 2000 GT and test it. And I mean, should I? Since I have the money? What kind of motor does it have? Well, fuck, you didn't tell me what kind. What? Oh my god, I'm really gonna have to go to Google for this. You are pointless, Gran Turismo. Pointless. What kind of engine did a Toyota 2000 GT 1967 model have? An inline six. Uh huh. A inline 6, y'all. Oh, my bad. Tuned by Yamaha. You know, I have some Yamaha tuned ATVs. You want to know what those are? An 80cc one and a 351. Those are my Yamaha tuned ATVs. And you know what? They ain't that fast. And this probably has the same horsepower as my 350 Yamaha. So I'm gonna take a glance at Porsche and see how much their Sierra Cara is. Oh, my bad. It's their only car that requires an invitation. Oh, and it's also 20.3 mil. Okay, then never mind. I'll go back to the poor person section of the shop. You know, dude, I'm gonna just send it and hope for God that I get a good motor. Well, ain't gonna get that money back from this piece of shit. Oh my God, that's fucking that's ugly, dude. So you have headlights on the bottom, and then you have dog shit pop-ups. Eh. Oh God, dude, that's awful in itself, man. Like that should be criminal. Oh yeah, look at it. Look at that. You have two bottom lights, and then you have lights that pop out in the worst way. Dude, what were they thinking? I don't care, Luca. I don't care. You know, I love how, like, you look at this and you think sports car. You look at this and you think sports car, and then you look at this and you think nugget. Alright, let me see the four-cylinder I'm probably gonna get. Yeah, you can't have shit, that's nothing nice in this game. Ooh, what motor is it? Oh my God, it's the SRT Hellcat motor, and it's worth $143,000. Man, do I wish I could sell it for that much, but no, you can't sell tuning parts, or else I would have a lot more money than I do. Seriously, you should be allowed to sell tuning parts. I mean, what the fuck? It gives us the value of the tuning part, so like, why can't we just sell the part? I've made a promise. Every car I buy and own will be wide body, with the exception of my Corvette C4, completely stock. Only car I refuse to ever modify. Alright, let's see how much power this bad boy put out. Oh, oh, shit. I double clicked. Oh no, you're not getting $21,000 break for my. Hey now, you're an old piece of shit. What do you think I'm gonna spend on? I mean, I'm already spending more on you than I would have liked. You're fucking lucky. Over here thinking just because you're an almost $1 million car, you're asking me to get the carbon fiber brakes? Oh, you're a fucking clown of a car, dude. Are we gonna hit? Oh my God, we hit 300 horsepower, y'all. This can now kind of keep up with modern day um, four cylinders or three cylinders. Now that I think about it, I'm being way too hard on a car from 1967. Why'd they go to a piano company to tune their car? I'm being so disrespectful to Toyota right now. My God. So knowing how cars in this game from 1967 are, this bitch is not gonna like any kind of wing. Oh, you can remove the bumpers? Hell yeah. Like, I'm usually keen on putting wings on cars, but that just looks wrong. I have some dignity. Oh my God, that's fucking awful. I pray to God I never have to drive this car and actually use those. I fucking hated that. With the deepest of my soul, I hated that. Hold on, can we get a replay on that? Replay? Mm, I'm old. I need lubrication. Go back down, Grandpa. Go back to sleep. Can you get me a glass of water? No, Grandpa. Go back to sleep, buddy. Go back to sleep. Okay. Like, Jesus, dude. Four-eyed looking motherfucker. Like, normal looking car? What the fuck is this shit? It just doesn't look right. The car does not appeal properly. Just, alright, time to lower the shit box. Yippee, where does it sit? 662. That's a lot higher than this car deserves to be. Hold on. So you're telling me this sits next to my 205 GTI, which this is a fucking track monster, and and it sits in front of my Golf I GTI. Performance numbers in this game are so goofy. They are just ha 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 funny. Oh man. Well, I think that's gonna be it, honestly, folks. Subscribe, like, I don't know. Y'all probably aren't gonna do that if you get this far. Goodbye.